feels so good. I love the aloe. Oh, I'm so burnt. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Sorry about my glossy red appeal. I just got off the trail, 8 days on the Arizona trail, full exposure, just got fried out there, and I wish that was a true story, but it's not. I decided to go day drinking for 6 hours with no sunscreen after a 5K at a festival. Just stupid. So thanks for joining me. Today's video, backpacking clothing, specifically sun protection inspired by my mishaps this past weekend. I mean, dude, I got burnt so bad. It was just 3 days ago and I've already peeled an entire layer of skin off my forehead. Oftentimes, I don't think about it even when I go out backpacking, and backpacking has been something I've done for many years now. Sun protection is something you definitely need to consider if you're going out somewhere that's above tree line, a lot of exposure. Even in like late fall, early spring, when there's not a lot of leaves on trees. Sometimes you'll get a lot of leaf cover in the summer, but that will soon be gone once all the leaves fall off. So I'm going to start off with pants. How do you keep your legs not sunburnt? Wear pants. So I'm a shorts hiker. I'm always in shorts, even in the wintertime. If it's like in the 30s, 40s, I might still be in shorts. But even when it's colder than that, I always wear something like this. These are like super lightweight running tights. I don't like big swishy pants. It's just user preference for me. These are lightweight. They're good for keeping the sun off my legs. There's actually been times like when I went to Oregon, I just got fried out there because I was doing like a section in like the deserty part of Oregon, and I didn't bring sunscreen. You know, I've done it several times and I got fried. So I actually stopped off at Walmart, got a pair of like girl tights, like super cheap black tights, to go back out and do my second trail out there. So if you're like me and you don't want to wear real hiking pants, tights are definitely an option. So if you're going to go the tights route, just be courteous to other hikers and make sure you put some shorts on over top of them to cover your. Now, if you're hiking in full-on sun exposure and it's super hot and you don't want to wear pants or tights or anything like that, sunscreen is always an option. I will say one thing that I noticed about bringing sunscreen backpacking. Number one, it's scented, so you want to hang it in your bear bag. Also, you're rubbing a scented lube. That's not right. You're rubbing a scented cream all over your body. So if you're in bear country, I don't know if that's good. I can't speak from experience whether or not bears like the taste or smell of sunscreen, but rubbing anything scented on me while I'm hiking in bear country just doesn't sound like a good idea. So I did an 8-day section on the Colorado Trail a few years back, and there's not a lot of humidity out there, so I wasn't sweating a lot. So honestly, like the first 4 or 5 days, I stayed like really clean. And something I noticed is when I finally started getting a little bit burnt to where I put some sunscreen on my legs, you just get covered in dirt. Everything sticks to you. So I was like completely just filthy after I lathered up in sunscreen. So not a deal breaker. It really doesn't matter if you're dirty or not on the trail. Moving on to top layers, long sleeved wicking style. So a synthetic fabric shirt like this. This is great. This is actually it doesn't say what it is. It's Nike, so it's probably made from indigenous children's sweat and tears. A lot of times on the East Coast, I take the chance, I bite the bullet and just see how my body does in the sun, get a little bit of sun on my arms. They get a lot of sun all year long anyway, so they don't burn too bad. But when I'm out west where there's not a lot of humidity and a lot of times more exposure than we have out here in the east, something lightweight, synthetic fabric like this is probably a polyester like spandex blend, something like that. Next up on the list is my Montbell wind shirt. So this is something that you guys have seen 100 times in tons of my videos. So the reason why I wear this a lot for sun protection is because a lot of times I'll bring a t-shirt, and that would be my only shirt I bring for hiking, and that is okay when there's not a lot of sun. If I'm planning on sun, I'm going to bring the long sleeve wicking shirt. It's a little bit transparent, but it will definitely keep the sun off you a little bit. The con of this is it doesn't breathe the best. So you do sweat a little bit. Not a deal breaker if it's not like super humid. You can kind of leave it unzipped in the front because this is a full zip version. You also have a hood for a little bit of sun protection from the northern area of your face. Yeah, I like this shirt. Oh god, this thing smells so bad. It smells like fire. The reason why I bring this a lot is because it's like under 2 ounces. And I really enjoy hiking in the mornings in this. It's not necessarily for protection as just a really lightweight hiking layer to start the mornings off and to take the edge off of like if it's windy and stuff. Something I've recently started doing is bringing pantyhose. No, actually these are arm sleeves. So I've been running with these actually because a lot of times I like to run in like tank tops and like I noticed at the last ultra I ran, I had a tank top on with a running vest over it. And I didn't want to keep taking the vest off to put a long sleeve on whenever I got cold and then take it off because the temperature was really fluctuating that day. So I got these arm sleeves to try running in. So basically if you don't want to bring another like long sleeve layer, you're just going to plan on having a t-shirt on. These weigh next to nothing. I think they're inside out right now. They'll definitely work under a t-shirt to keep the sun off you. I like them. They're comfortable. Honestly, I could see backpacking with these, putting them on in the morning for the hike. That way I can just strip them off and not even have to take my backpack off once I start heating up after you hike a mile, because you always got to do that 1 mile shed. So top layers up here, a little bit of sunscreen on the face, never hurts. The nose, mine was bubbling the other day. Buffs are good. Like this one right here, you can wear it in a multitude of different ways if you're not familiar with buffs. I feel like the buff market has went up like 800% since COVID. You always see people walking around shopping and everything with buffs because it's just a pretty good alternative to wearing a mask that goes behind your ears. So buff business has probably been doing pretty well. You can wear it like an old lady, cover up your neck, which actually was doing this when I first started feeling the burn this past weekend. You can wear it over your head like this, like Frozen's Outdoor Adventures, like a pirate. Arr. You can just walk around like this because you actually see through a little bit. You'll probably be the only one on the trail doing that. Another one's a given. Wear a hat anytime. Like I go to Dolly Saws in West Virginia. A lot of exposure there. I always bring my hat. You always notice in videos, and it's not for style, I'll wear it like this, and you'll notice it start moving its way around my head, covering certain sections depending which way I'm walking in correlation to the sun. So it's not a style thing, I just kind of do it to keep the sun off certain parts of my face and neck. A hat in conjunction with a buff or like a bandana, that's a good thing. Something that I do is I pretty much only ever bring like one shirt or one set of clothes to hike in. I don't care if I smell out there. I don't care if I'm dirty. I like bringing less. Less is more in my opinion. So what I'll do a lot of times is I'll bring one t-shirt to hike in, and I'll bring like a long sleeve wicking shirt like I showed you before. So I'll hike in the t-shirt, and once I feel like I'm starting to get kind of burnt, I'll throw the long sleeve shirt on, and then I put my normal t-shirt over my head and hold it in place with my hat. So it looks kind of funky, it's kind of flowy, but it covers like a lot of my face and my neck. It's definitely not the most stylistic thing out there, but I don't really care. I don't bring a buff honestly when I backpack. I do in the winter time, but I don't want to say never, but I've never taken a buff when it's warm outside. So as long as I have some cloth to put over my head and throw a hat on over it to cover my ears and my neck and everything, like I do that. And last but not least, throw some sunnies on there, because if you're gonna get fried and burnt, you may as well get the raccoon eye look going with the white line across that I got right here. Completely white. That'll be a different color now for the rest of the year probably. But that's all I really want to talk about. Now I got to give a shout out also to my boys over at Schill Brothers Outdoors. So you're watching this on a Friday. So tonight at 7 or 7:30 p.m., I'm actually going to be on the Schill Brothers channel. I'm going to link them below. I haven't gave them a shout out in a while. So shout out to them. Going to be doing a live podcast with them. It's actually going to be a call-in show. We're going to be drinking some alcohol. It's going to be a good time. So make sure you guys come over there. We're going to throw out a number. We're going to get a lot of you guys calling into the show live. It's going to be crazy. We did one of these before. It lasted for 5 hours. We were all like wasted. We have a moderator coming to help out with the trolls, although there's not much you can do. But links down below to their channel. Come check it out tonight. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But that's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe down below for more stuff like this in the future. Hit that notification bell beside it so I can let you know when I upload new videos. And yeah, that does it. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one.